Let's dive into Pi Network, a digital frontier that's capturing the imagination of people around the globe. It's a project that's got millions talking, buzzing with anticipation and speculation about its potential. Pi Network is a cryptocurrency you can mine right on your smartphone, making it incredibly accessible. Forget about needing expensive, power-hungry hardware. No fancy hardware needed here. The goal? What's the driving force behind this innovative project? To make crypto accessible to everyone, everywhere, regardless of their technical expertise or financial resources. You just tap the app daily, a simple action that keeps you engaged. It's a way to prove you're a real person and earn Pi coins in the process. Started by Stanford grads, this project has a strong academic foundation. Pi aims to build a secure, trustworthy platform, a decentralized digital currency that empowers its users. The project's unique, setting it apart from many other cryptocurrencies. It's focused on building a massive user base, prioritizing community growth above all else. And it's doing this before Pi has any official market value, a bold and unconventional approach. Millions of pioneers are mining Pi, contributing to the network's growth and security. They're hoping it'll be worth real money someday, a potential reward for their early participation. But here's the catch. The crucial point to understand. Pi isn't traded on major exchanges yet, meaning it doesn't have a publicly determined price. So its value is still up for debate, a topic of much discussion within the Pi community. That's where the Global Consensus Value or GCV comes in, offering a potential solution. GCV isn't an official price, dictated by market forces. Instead, it's a value the Pi community agrees on through peer-to-peer trades and transactions. For example, someone might sell a coffee for a set amount of Pi, establishing a real-world use case. This helps shape what Pi could be worth, giving it tangible value within the community. GCV is all about community belief and agreement, a shared understanding of Pi's worth. It's a social experiment in value creation, a fascinating test of collective economics. If millions agree on a value and consistently trade based on that value, it becomes real within the Pi ecosystem, creating a functional internal economy. Pioneers use GCV to barter goods and services, exchanging Pi for real-world items. This gives their coins utility even before an official listing, demonstrating Pi's potential as a functional currency. The most talked about GCV figure is ambitious, reflecting the community's high hopes for Pi. And we'll get to that soon, revealing the number that's on everyone's mind. Pi's journey is about more than just mining. It's about building something bigger. It's about building a global movement around a new kind of money, a currency for the people. The project is still developing, constantly evolving and improving, but the community's energy is undeniable, fueling Pi's growth and innovation. GCV is a grassroots effort, driven by the community's desire to establish Pi's value. It's not a market-driven price, but a community-driven valuation. It's a fascinating experiment pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the world of cryptocurrency. Can a community set a currency's value before the market does? That's the question Pi and GCV are trying to answer. For now, GCV is the backbone of Pi's internal economy, facilitating trade and transactions within the network. Whether it holds up in the open market remains to be seen, a test that will determine Pi's long-term success. But for millions of people around the world, it's already changing how they think about money, empowering them to participate in a new financial system. So, let's see what that GCV number actually is, the figure that represents the community's collective belief in Pi's potential. So, what's the current GCV or Global Consensus Value for Pi? Let's dive into the latest figures and understand what this number really means within the Pi network. As of mid-2025, the most popular figure circulating is $314,159 per Pi. This is the number you'll likely encounter most often in discussions. That's right, over $300,000 for a single coin. It's a significant valuation that has captured the attention of many within the Pi community and beyond. This number isn't random, there's a specific reason behind it. It's based on the mathematical constant Pi, 3.14159, multiplied up to create a memorable and symbolic value. The Pi community, and not the core team itself, is the driving force behind promoting this particular value. You'll see it everywhere on social media platforms and within various Pi network online forums and groups. Some pioneers are quite insistent on trading goods and services using this GCV rate, hoping to establish a precedent that will influence the future market value of Pi once it becomes openly traded. There are anecdotal stories circulating of people exchanging everything starting from a simple cup of coffee all the way up to high-value items like cars, all being transacted at these GCV rates, but it's crucial to remember that these are strictly peer-to-peer deals, happening outside of any official marketplace. They are not official market transactions recognized by established financial institutions or exchanges. Verifying the legitimacy and volume of these trades is quite tough. They're generally not tracked by major cryptocurrency data sites. The ambitious $314,159 GCV certainly excites a segment of the Pi community, while simultaneously raising eyebrows and sparking skepticism among others. Staunch supporters view it as a powerful symbol of community-driven value and a tantalizing glimpse into potential future wealth for Pi holders. However, critics remain unconvinced, often labeling it as highly unrealistic, warning that the actual market price once Pi is listed could potentially be significantly lower than this community-driven GCV. Still, regardless of individual opinions, the GCV serves as a powerful rallying point, fostering a sense of shared purpose within the Pi community. It represents a bold and innovative experiment in attempting to establish value from the ground up, driven by the users themselves. The ultimate question, of course, is whether this GCV will hold any weight once Pi finally hits the major cryptocurrency exchanges. But for now, it stands as a compelling testament to the Pi community's collective ambition, unwavering unity, and shared vision for the future. Why does GCV matter so much to the pioneers of the Pi network? It's a question that resonates deeply within the community. For pioneers, it represents hope for a substantial payoff, a reward for their early adoption and dedication. This hope is built on years of mining, diligently tapping and contributing to the network's growth. Many pioneers have accumulated thousands of Pi coins over time, and if GCV holds its value, that could be truly life-changing, transforming their financial landscape. GCV transforms that daily tapping routine, turning it into a potential investment with real-world implications, far beyond just a simple habit. It unites the community, fostering a sense of shared purpose and a common goal, fueling marketing campaigns and encouraging business adoption of Pi as a viable currency. This unity keeps people actively engaged and participating in the network, deeply invested in the long-term future and success of the Pi network. GCV also provides Pi with tangible, real-world utility even before it's officially listed on major exchanges. Pioneers are already empowered to buy and sell goods and services using Pi within the network. It's essentially a live, ongoing test of Pi's viability as a functional currency, demonstrating its potential beyond just being a speculative digital asset. The GCV-based barter system that has emerged significantly helps the Pi ecosystem to mature and develop. Proponents of GCV are optimistic that a strong and vibrant internal economy will ultimately exert a positive influence on Pi's eventual market price and overall valuation. It's a bold and innovative attempt to empower the community, allowing them, rather than external investors, to collectively determine the value of Pi. Whether this approach ultimately proves successful or not, it represents a truly unique and groundbreaking experiment in decentralized value creation. And for the time being, GCV serves as the essential glue, effectively holding the diverse and widespread Pi community together in a shared vision. The global community is watching with great interest to see whether this ambitious strategy will ultimately pay off and reshape the future of digital currency. GCV isn't fixed, it shifts with the community's mood. If belief in the $314,159 value fades, so does the GCV. Positive news and successful trades at GCV rates boost confidence. Each real-world transaction at GCV strengthens the value, fewer trades weaken it. The broader crypto market matters too. A downturn can shake faith, while a bull run fuels optimism. News about regulations, new blockchain projects, or economic shifts all play a role. The Pi Core team's progress is crucial. Milestones like KYC and app launches lift morale. Delays or vague updates can erode trust and weaken consensus. The core team doesn't set the price, but their actions shape the community's outlook. Ultimately, GCV is a reflection of collective belief. The more active and united the community, the stronger the GCV. It's a delicate balance, one that could change quickly. What's the core team up to? They're focused on the enclosed mainnet phase, Building the foundation before going public. Mass KYC is a top priority, ensuring every account is real and unique. They've improved algorithms and added validators to speed up KYC. The goal: get as many pioneers as possible onto the mainnet. 3 conditions must be met for open mainnet mass KYC: a mature app ecosystem and stable external conditions. The team encourages developers to build apps, e-commerce, games, social platforms using Pi. Recent hackathons have produced promising projects adding real utility. The core team warns against scams and reminds everyone Pi isn't listed yet. Their message: be patient, focus on development, and avoid price speculation. They're building for the long term, not chasing quick gains. Progress is steady, but caution is the watchword. The Pi ecosystem is buzzing with activity. Peer-to-peer marketplaces like Pi Chain Mall and Pi Barter Mall are thriving, letting users trade goods for Pi. Many transactions aim to follow the GCV, though rates vary. Real-world businesses, especially in Southeast Asia, are starting to accept Pi for payments. This grassroots adoption shows Pi's potential as a usable currency. Over 10 million pioneers have completed KYC and migrated to the mainnet. This growing verified user base is the backbone of Pi's economy. Developers are building more complex apps, social platforms, games, and more, all using Pi. These projects are still early but show the community's technical growth. Each new app or business adds utility and credibility to Pi. The ecosystem's organic growth is a strong sign for Pi's future. The foundation for a diverse, thriving network is being laid. As of July 2025, Pi is in the enclosed mainnet phase. The blockchain is live, but it's behind a firewall. No external connections or exchange listings yet. All transactions happen within the Pi ecosystem, between verified users. This period lets the network grow and stabilize before facing open market volatility. The core team wants real utility, not just speculation, before going public. Some exchanges list Pi as IOUs. These aren't real Pi coins, just speculative bets. The core team warns against trading these IOUs. They're risky and unauthorized. When will open mainnet launch? No set date yet. 3 conditions must be met: tech and business roadmap completion, mass KYC, and stable external conditions. Until then, Pi remains enclosed. The firewall stays up until the network is ready for the world. The community is waiting for the green light. The next phase will be a turning point for Pi. Until then, it's all about building and preparing. What does this mean for you? Patience is key. Pi is a long-term project, not a quick win. If you're a pioneer, keep participating, complete KYC, and engage with the community. Right now, your Pi is usable in a growing but limited ecosystem. You can barter goods and services, realizing some value today. The GCV is a community goal, not a guaranteed price. Treat Pi as a high-risk, high-reward asset. For outsiders, Pi is a fascinating experiment in community-driven value. Watch how the GCV evolves and whether the community can sustain it. The project's scale alone makes it worth following. Stay grounded, know the difference between GCV and future market price. For now, stay informed, secure your account, and watch as Pi's story unfolds. The next chapter could be historic. What's next? The focus is on meeting the 3 conditions for open mainnet. Mass KYC and mainnet migration are top priorities. The core team is pushing for more developer tools and ecosystem growth. Expect new apps and games and marketplaces to emerge. The GCV debate will continue, with real-world transactions testing its strength. The internal economy's evolution will shape Pi's future. Everyone's waiting for the firewall to come down and open mainnet to begin. That moment will reveal Pi's true value on the open market. Will the community's belief in GCV hold up? Only time will tell. Until then, Pi remains one of crypto's most intriguing stories.